All right, so I read Mr. Girl's article on Destiny, and it was pretty interesting. So for those of you guys that don't know Destiny, he is a political streamer and entertainer, and Mr. Girl is a former friend of Destiny's who is also a commentator and a provocateur. He has said crazy things such as him getting turned on by cuties. That is something that he literally said, not even figuratively. Literally. The reason why he created this article was because he wants to showcase and prove that Destiny is an abuser and a manipulator. However, the impression that I got was that Destiny is a regular human being. So a lot of this I would suggest you take with a grain of salt. So apparently Destiny wanted to send a teenager and his father down the path of non-existence because he was just exasperated with the perpetual cyber harassment that Destiny was receiving during that time. He was DDoSed perpetually, and he cost Destiny thousands of dollars during that time when he was streaming. There's some people out there that agree with Destiny to a point of action. I, however, have a different take. I wouldn't be fazed by it. Honestly, I really wouldn't, because I would have never known that Destiny existed if he actually committed the crime. Instead, Destiny would have been heading to a prison where he would have potentially met an inmate who craves ass and would probably clap Destiny's cheeks as if someone just won an Oscar. I guess that could potentially showcase Destiny as being inconsiderate of others. I mean, I don't know. I don't really see it. Now I want to talk about the Bob 7 issue. So the entire Melina portion of the Bob 7 segment, she says to Bob 7 that she loves him.
Here's Melina saying, look at even how I interact. Bob, what's up? I think I actually love you. Is that a good thing? I don't see why it would be a bad thing. And I even push back. You've got to see me function as a human, really trying to push back on this. And even just, maybe I should push back more. It's just like, oh, this doesn't change my view of you. Like, I guess I should have been clearer. But here's Melina saying that she loves me.
Did Melina read Destiny's terms and conditions to make sure that that was okay? So it's been stated that Melina is polyamorous. And if you guys don't know, slut and polyamory, those are two different ideas. To me, a slut is somebody who just sleeps around with whoever they want, kind of like what Destiny does. And somebody who's polyamorous, I would imagine that they like to fall in love with the person that they're intimate with, which could explain why she fell in love with Bob 7. I mean, there's just one theory, right? But we'll come back to this later. And now, the Anna segment. Boring, man. I hate the Anna segment. As you guys can tell, I don't like Anna. The less I know about her, the better. I watched like half of the Anna arc on Destiny's channel, but eventually abandoned the pursuit. Because the more I listened to Anna, the more she started to sound more like nails on a chalkboard. Anna accidentally messaged Destiny one day, and according to this article, Dan saw the message and ended up firing back with a message of his own. Listen here, you crazy bitch. Destiny doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't want to talk to you. He doesn't want to receive your constant, desperate Discord messages. In fact, every time we receive one from you, we laugh and laugh about how sad and pathetic you are. Our favorites are the ones where you write paragraphs and we just imagine you desperately waiting by the computer for a response that will never come. Anna accused Destiny of having intercourse with her and coercing her to f without a condom, which I do vaguely remember that. And even if I don't, just the reading this just makes my blood boil when I read that, because it's like, dude, like, why would you do that? You're a woman. You can literally end this guy's career just with a false accusation like that. It's just a sentence away from ruining his entire career. So it's events like this that just make me dislike Anna, like, completely. I do want to go ahead and mention that one of the themes that I consistently find in almost every segment is that Melina is unhappy with her relationship. And then this is the Melina segment with Max, a former lover of hers. Now, according to the story, Destiny went to go visit a couple of fans. I don't know where, but he went to go visit them. One was Melina and the other one was Max. However, I don't know too much about the story. All I know is that there's a video out there. Melina goes into a room and then Destiny follows, goes in there, shuts the door, and then Max, you can see him saying that he feels like he's being cucked.
Okay, well, hello, stream.
Oh, fuck that, man. Fuck you.
Got him. No, they closed the door to the bedroom. You know, guys, I'm gonna sleep on the couch with you. It's gonna be great. Actually, today I'm a real cuck, you know?
Now we know how Melina and Destiny ended up married. So when I look at this video, it doesn't look good. There is probably context that we are unaware of. and nuances and emotions that we just can't really type onto an article. Because it seems to me like this article continues to just kind of hammer that idea away that, you know, Melina is unhappy with the relationship. And that could potentially be the case because there was a video of Destiny and Melina arguing. And I feel like that video was kind of a small example of what really goes on behind the scenes. Because from what I read from this article, it seems like, you know, these arguments are 10 times worse behind the scenes.
I know that there's people that I wanted to see, but those guys have been really hard to see, right?
Okay, never mind. You don't understand. You don't understand. You're like pretty girl brain. You have no idea what a normal human being's existence is like. I'm not being judgmental. I'm just telling you, you have no idea what you're saying. You just don't understand.
About what? What do I have to?
We're living in totally different realities.
Sure, but you know that. Wait, you have to say that we have definitely hooked up with people.
I don't. Nothing you say right now matters.
Wait,
nothing
why?
because this conversation is retarded right now, and you're gonna trigger the out of me.
What is? Okay, Are you just trying to make me look bad?
No, you jumped into this conversation.
Because you're talking about me.
I was just giving an example that women say dumb things about not having people to hook up with.
And mention my name to it? Nice.
Because it's the same type of conversation we've had before. I know, we all know what you mean. You mean what I said you mean, which is you don't have ultra high quality people that are coming to you with zero effort. That's what you mean.
So I thought this was pretty interesting how Melina kind of talked about how she couldn't really find any suitable mate to have relations with. So if you watch that clip, it kind of sounds like Destiny's not exactly listening to her position, but it also seems like Melina doesn't exactly know how to properly state what she feels. And Destiny as well is not attempting to understand her position. He's just kind of chalking it up as like, oh, you know, like you're a princess. You're a pretty girl. You have all these guys in your DMs. Like you could just pick any guy out that you want. All you have to do is just get to know him. I don't know about all that. I feel like this. One of my theories is that she probably wants to find somebody who she feels comfortable with, that has an emotional connection with. I feel like that's something that she is trying to look for, and she kind of can't find that because a lot of the guys that kind of hit her up in her DMs, she doesn't exactly have an emotional connection with them.
It's like scary. I have to worry about my safety. It might be wasting my fucking time. It might be terrible. And
Oh my god, that's just exhausting. I feel so bad for you. What an exhausting life.
Why would I ever want to go out and do shit if I just feel like it's gonna be a waste of time?
Because you don't. Well, the reality is you just don't want to that much. You don't care that much, which is fine.
No, I just wait for it to come naturally.
Yeah, because you don't care that much.
No, I do care that much.
No, you don't. If you did, you'd go look for it.
Sometimes I care more, sometimes I care less. But I just know it's gonna be a lot of stumbling into like the shittiest, most draining, just like bleh. Like maybe someone looks really good, but they're too young and they get like emotional.
Yeah, well, that's sometimes it happens,
Well,
but
I don't want to have that in my life.
Okay.
I'm not a whore, okay?
okay. So you're just looking for like the.
No, you can fuck anything that's just living. You don't fucking
And she feels like it could be a potential waste of time trying to get to know these guys. I do think that some of her excuses were pretty stupid, like, you know, guys don't shower, or that guys need to shower like 3 times a day.
It's just a hookup. How is this okay? Listen.
Because of safety reasons.
Oh my God! How many of these people are actually?
Some men don't shower like.
Oh my goodness! Oh, now it's.
Okay.
Oh, now it's a mess. Some men don't shower.
Steven did
Listen,
not-
I love you.
Hold on.
I love you.
Steven didn't shower after gym yesterday and went to bed. Okay?
Oh my
and
goodness.
I noticed, or Tinder, or whatever, and I'm just finding this random dude, like the first one to swipe, and I'm just a prostitute at that point. It's not gonna be a good time for me. It's gonna be dog shit. A lot of guys are so bad at oral. They don't know how to fuck around. They're gross. They're weird. Okay. Most of them are weird. No, yeah, shower 3 times a day. Okay, that's what I need.
I don't know if she was joking about that, but if those are really like her qualifications, I mean, I don't know, man. Like it sounds pretty inconceivable to have a girl like that if that's the case. And Destiny kind of like intellectually beats her up for that, because yeah, I kind of agree that she's kind of saying like some of these things that are pretty dumb, but at the same time I feel like Destiny should explore her position just to see like what she really means, because I was very curious to know what she was trying to say. Like I said, you know, I feel like what she wants is connectiveness, and Destiny, he doesn't exactly operate like that. He doesn't exactly need that element of connectiveness. He's more or less fulfilled just having intercourse with a girl and just building on that relationship. It doesn't really seem like Melina takes that approach. It seems like she builds the relationship first and then she has intercourse with the person. It's pretty difficult to say. I also did find this part of that video pretty interesting where she talks about how she feels insecure when Destiny finds another fling.
Because you're used to dating guys that are obsessed with you, and I'm not, and that makes you insecure. Yes.
You lied to me in the
No.
past.
The only reason I'm gonna lie to you is because you're insecure when I hook up with people, and I never got together with you under the assumption that I was gonna have to have a mom babysitting
Do
me.
you want to air it out? Do you want to bring up what happened?
Which time?
A lot of times. Do you want to bring it up all? I can see it.
Can I just play video games?
Well, you have to say that there are things that you've done that made me probably pretty insecure about the relationship, yeah?
Maybe.
You
Yeah.
don't think so?
There's been things that both of us have done.
Wait, you have to think about a little bit more now. What do you think has happened here?
A lot of things have happened.
Yes.
For not just me.
Okay. Well. There are things
Yeah.
that
There's
makes me not too secure in the relationship that you've done.
true. I understand that.
The fact that like in most of the segments, another consistent theme is that, you know, Destiny lies to Melina. And in one of the segments, I believe I remember that it stated that Destiny fell in love with another girl and didn't want Melina to find out. And I think that that's what Melina's referring to when she talks about how like she's insecure about this entire relationship, because even in the article, it states that he almost ended the marriage with Melina because, you know, of this girl, which that shit is mind blowing, bro. Like, I don't know. I wonder what their relationship really is like, you know? It makes me wonder and it makes me want to explore it. But I mean, hey man, like, you know, to each his own. I'm not really into like that entire like drama stuff. So I'm not really motivated at the same time to want to explore it. And anyways, it's not exactly my business to really determine what's going on or even speculate what's going on in the relationship. And yeah, man, let me know what you guys think and just comment down below. And with that being said, I'm pretty much done. And yeah, hopefully you guys learned something today.